Alright. I just unplugged the internet. That's not what I needed. Fuck. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Throw that out. Oh my god.
We did it!
Uh,
You okay?
Guys, before we get my heart just gave out. Before we get to the rest of the show, I want to ask you guys one simple favor. If you guys could go and check out our Patreon. I know a lot of people point to their Patreon on the internet, but you know what they're probably doing with that Patreon money, Sandy?
I buy drugs.
Buying drugs, paying strippers, trafficking women, and also probably just putting it in a huge corporate war chest that they don't really need the money. That's probably not true, but that is not true for us either, guys. We have a Patreon, and it is basically, the only reason I bring it up is because that's the reason the show is on right now. If you guys want to go over to patreon.com/theattack, all this money here, you're seeing right here, this is most of our income. That's pretty much all of it. That's how the lights stay on, that's how we afford the studio, that's how some of us get paid. That is how, what?
Gets paid.
Just Los and me. Everyone else is working for free because we don't have the Patreon money. But if we did, we could pay Liz and Blythe and more, and everyone could get money. But we basically operate off of this sum right here, and we want to give back to you. So if you go and you subscribe or donate on Patreon, there are so many perks that you guys will get. As you can see here, you can ask us deposit questions that we'll answer during the show. There's also, here's a behind-the-scenes clip of me and Jeff juggling from the other day. We do put up behind-the-scenes stuff that doesn't show up on air all the time. There's also Staffcast here with me and Kevin and Yaniv when they're around. There's also, if you want to game with me and Kevin and Los and everyone, we game all the time. We have private gaming servers and TeamSpeak servers where we game with people all the time. So if you guys want to help us out and also get something back, go to patreon.com/theattack. We're also giving away an Africa Gaming headset on there as well, not just on the stream if we get 3 more subs. So at the end of the week, we'll also give away a headset. Go over there, check it out, consider throwing pennies at us. Thank you all. And that being said,
I'm gonna Periscope us.
are you going to Periscope us doing the news?
Doing the news.
What a concept. Blythe! What's the first story?
I
No?
wasn't ready for this. No.
Oh my god, look at Blythe's lighting. So nice.
We're being
so good.
Periscope.
Looks like a
We're
person.
being Twitch and Periscope at the same time.
Oh my god,
The
Periscope.
splat is coming.
What's happening?
The splat is coming.
Is it just the new lighting? What's happening over there? What's the splat?
Nickelodeon has announced that they are going to be bringing back all of our old 90s cartoons on a new channel called The Splat. I'm so excited.
You are?
Was that a NeoGaf article or was that the it's called The Splat?
It's called The Splat.
Okay, and this
Splat.
what is basically they said they're going to bring back 90s television. Like, is it going to be a web channel or what's it going to be?
It sounds like they're trying to get it brought to cable, but they haven't given any many official details. They've been kind of elusive with this, just having this hashtag, The Splat is coming. So they've done some social media things, and they've released a promotional video for it, which showcases all of like Rocket Power, Angry Beavers, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, All Real Monsters. Like, and I'm so excited because this shit was my life.
Yeah, it's pretty much looks what we've all been asking for a long time. They showed this weird thing on YouTube to announce The Splat. This is the video they released.
Oh, let's watch that.
Look at that. I don't know what's happening on that, but basically it's just a whole mashup of the cartoons that used to be on Nickelodeon that they're going to bring back apparently. And I, for one, have been asking for this ever since they've gone away, ever since kind of the drought of cartoons happened. But am I being Periscope? How many hearts am I getting?
You got a lot of hearts.
75 hearts.
You got 74
Ooh, hi.
people looking.
I mean, I would take.
I wonder how many
off.
are actually watching on Twitch as well.
They're dual casting. But it's pretty much what I've been asking for ever since a lot of the old 90s cartoons kind of went away from Nick. A lot of people in chat are saying, fuck cartoons, give me Salute Your Shorts, I want to see Guts. They have not shown.
Guts would be awesome.
They have not
Sorry, I do
shown.
love Guts.
They have not shown any live action.
No live
stuff,
action?
though, which is I think is a big problem.
Or
So.
I can't believe what is it? I can't believe it's not butter.
But yeah, I love that dairy-based show.
What's that show?
You
What's
can
that show?
tell
We can't do it on television.
So I would
It's
love
fine.
if Clarissa explains it all.
They need to do like a reboot of it where they take it super seriously with like Daniel Craig.
No, they should do Legends of the Hidden Temple, but bring the
Oh,
8-year-old contestants back as
fucking
30-year-olds
yes.
and make them run and they all just
Oh,
break their
that's
stuff.
such a good idea.
Yeah, do you know Anthony Carboni?
Good idea.
Anthony Carboni?
No.
Okay, who doesn't?
Was he-
Who does?
What?
He hosts the show sometimes, but he's
Oh.
also on Legends of the Hidden Temple. He
Oh,
won a
cool.
Huffy Bicycle. Don't worry about it.
Do you know?
Yeah, he's on the show.
So did you pitch him the idea?
No, I wish I could. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
that would
he was
be
just a
incredible.
contestant.
watch
But
the shit out of that.
yeah, they should just bring all the contestants back.
That's like with their children now.
Yeah, what do you think about it, Blythe?
I'm excited for it. I didn't watch as many of the live action shows, so I don't really care as much. And I think part of the fun of a lot of them, like Double Dare and all that, was the interactivity that they like engage with the audience and things.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be lost in just watching. This is a pre-recorded episode of what was and not is. Like the Slime Machine from Universal Orlando is completely gone. It's decimated. The Nickelodeon studios are gone.
They tore it down like the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Mr. Nickelodeon, tear down your
You
slime
can get your
machine.
piece of slime in the mail
Ugh.
for a low payment of $79.99 a month.
Yeah, it's I think it's cool that they're bringing it back. They have not shown any live action stuff. I don't know if the demand for that is as high. I could be totally wrong. Chat, you could tell me.
What about Doug? You're gonna be back Doug?
Doug,
Doug's
I want
there.
to do. So I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. We're gonna shoot. I'm gonna release on Friday. I'm gonna rank the top few shows. I'm going to put Doug low on that list of top.
Why?
Nicktoons.
I love Doug.
Doug,
Doug
okay,
was
Doug,
awesome.
for a dude named Doug Funny, he was not funny. He was kind of a bitch. The show was like sleepy, wasn't it? It was like slow moving and
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was like
sleepy
a
and
cool
depressing.
chill
It was
show,
like
you know?
Charlie Brown.
The only redeeming factor was the theme song.
What did you like, Rugrats?
Angry Beavers was awesome.
Okay. I might have been too old.
Yeah,
for
you're
that.
too old for that one, Grandpa.
honestly.
Rocko's Modern Life, fucking great
Yeah,
show.
Rockers is a great show.
Yeah, and Ren and Stimpy. Those are my top
Are
three.
they gonna bring back Ren and Stimpy?
Fuck yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
something, but
Wow.
I want them to release because something that happened with reruns of Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life was they edited them to take out a lot of the like really absolutely absurd humor.
Rocko was a fucking phone sex salesman.
Yeah, they
No,
edited a
yeah.
lot of that.
There was an episode where I went to a place called Balzac.
Yeah,
That show wasn't fucking around.
they changed that for the reruns. So I'm hoping that if they on this channel that it won't be changed. It will be what it was because it wasn't like they took out all the gay
Yeah.
jokes. They took out all the weird disturbing shit that happens in those shows. And when
Well,
you do
that's
that, all the
fine.
shows aren't funny anymore. Like you
You
took
can
out
take out the
everything.
jokes, maybe.
Maybe the movies in the 90s weren't the most kosher. Maybe that's something we can edit out. But it's like,
It's so frustrating.
I understand. That's cool. That's what's different about the old shows and new shows.
Well,
Like,
Rocko and Half were gay.
I used to, well, don't worry about it. They all were. All I'm saying is that, like, that's what kind of made shows special. That's why I could watch old Nicktoons with me and my dad would laugh, and I would laugh, and while we showered together. But
Right.
now, if we try to watch, like a new show, like whatever the new shows are, it'd be like, like, someone's parents wouldn't want to watch that with their kids. But there was always something for kids and for the parents watching old Nick shows.
I mean, that's why the Pixar movies do so well, right?
Yeah.
They appeal to the old and the young.
Yeah, and I think that's what
So-
Nicktoons did. But they went full, Disney kids, and that's why parents were like, this kind of sucks. And that's why when we grow up, we don't look back, and I don't think kids are going to look back on, like, new SpongeBob and stuff, be like, that was the best show ever.
Well, I think SpongeBob is kind of good.
Well, old SpongeBob was good when it was still in the
Yeah,
90s. So that's, I feel like they kind of neutered a lot of shows, and if they're
I don't
bringing
watch
back.
it anymore, so I don't know if they do them.
That wasn't a 90s
But now you will. My only question about this before we move on to the next thing, 'cause we have lots to talk about, is that I don't know if this needs to exist on cable because I don't think a lot of kids watch that much cable anymore. Like I'm not a kid, I'm 20, but it's like I'm never gonna have cable, I'm never gonna pay for cable.
I just cut the cord.
And a lot of
Literally
people-
yesterday, I cut the cord.
You're like, hey, Time Warner Cable, suck my dick!
UCTU first, but yes.
Oh shit!
And they did suck my dick. That was the weird part. They came over and said
They
that.
just want to keep your business. That being said, I don't know because the target demographic is the kids who grew up with those cartoons, which are you and me, and also we're the people who cut the cord or never bought cable in their life. So if we're the audience and we're the people who are gonna care about it, we don't watch cable anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
they
we're
want us
the
to watch cable.
audience.
That's the whole point.
I don't think we're the audience.
That's crazy.
I think they want to make
it
it appeal to this generation. They want that's kind of I think why they're using this hashtag. And
Which
they're
one, the
trying to make
Snapchat generation?
Vines.
Like I think they're trying to get it to appeal to more than just the people who are asking for it to come back. So I don't think we're the I think we're the start of it, but I think they want it to spread out to broader audiences, to the younger generations.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It'd be good to read, because basically all they're doing is they're taking shows that they already made and going, yay, look at this! And it's what I've been asking for, so I'm not angry, but it's like, they're basically just reusing old stuff that they already made to make money again. So I understand if they're trying to skew this a lot more young to get another audience to be interested in these shows, but I think half the audience are the people who like the shows when they were younger, which is us, and we don't have cable. So it'd be cool if there's like a web portal with all this stuff or something, but if it's a cable channel, I don't know if I care about it. So that's my final word on that. Guys,
Good final word.
I want to say that over on Twitter, I asked you guys to replace this banana sticker because my boss James said I cannot show this Apple logo on my computer because it conflicts with brands. So I asked you guys to send me a post-it note or a picture that you would like us to put on a post-it note with the hashtag the attack and the where's the graphic? I forgot what it said. Oh yeah, and tag me at Alex T. Correa. Send us your photo to go on my laptop. I'll make a real sticker out of this and put it on my laptop next week. This is the first one we got. Who doesn't love a good John Madden football, right? Do we have a look at that? That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's, I'm gonna say it was Eddie. Eddie made this, but who doesn't love a good John Madden football? And the winner of this,
Someone can do better than this.
yeah, someone can do better than this. I want to give away a Rocket League
Right.
code. So if someone sends something better than John Madden football and Kier can draw it and stick it on my laptop, that person will get a Rocket League code. So keep them coming in at Alex T. Correa. So Blythe, without further ado, what's the next story?
PlayStation recently did their conference for the Tokyo Game Show, and they've announced a ton of new stuff. Mostly games, and mostly that the PlayStation 4 will be going down in price for Japan, which I think is kind of meaning they're going to start lowering the price in other places as well. They haven't announced it yet, but I think this is the move towards that, which makes me excited because I'll hopefully be able to afford one soon. And they've changed the name of Project Morpheus to keep it with the same old tradition they've always had of PlayStation VR, just like PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 1. Honestly, Morpheus sounded a lot cooler.
That was
so I'm a little
awesome.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Project Morpheus. That's what Microsoft did with their new web browser. It used to be called Project Spartan. That was awesome. What's it now? Edge. That's a terrible name change. Just keep it Spartan. That's an awesome, especially if you're coming off of Internet Explorer. Spartan's rad. I thought Morpheus was rad, but they changed it to PlayStation VR.
I wonder if Lawrence Fishburne was angry at them.
I wanted it to be called the PlayStation Cowboy Curtis. That would have been awesome. I would have bought a Cowboy Curtis. Overall, basically, I think what I take away from this, I think the new game Umbrella Corps, the new Resident Evil game they announced looks rad. I think that's totally cool. They have a little bit of a trailer here, but other than that, I think the shining star for me was the price drop in the PS4. I think even though it's not in America,
How much is it now?
right now a PS4 is going to run you $400 even, right?
Yeah, it's gone down $100. So it's $299 now instead of the $399.
Yeah. Really?
It's $299.
Oh, is it?
Stop this. My battery.
Is it already cheaper than the Xbox though?
No.
Okay, so the Xbox is $299. This is $399, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I
so
thought they lowered it in Japan to $299.
yeah, I thought the PlayStation 4 is $400. I'm pretty sure of that. You guys can correct me in the chat. So with the PlayStation at $400 and the Xbox is lowered it to $350, that is when Xbox slashed that price. That is when the Xbox started to regain some of the market, and that's when they finally caught up to the PlayStation. And I think they're pretty much even with the PS4 still kind of outselling the Xbox. That being said, we look back at E3. Both companies announced a lot of cool shit, but at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to move consoles in large quantities are big price cuts. So you can have killer app after killer app, but at the end of the day, whichever console is cheaper is going to have a slight edge over the other one, independent of what they're doing on the other
Dropped
thing.
to $290 in Japan.
Yeah, which would be crazy if they went from 400 to 300.
I might buy it.
Sandeep might have one, but they'd also outcut the Xbox, which was already the who was strong behind in the first place. So if they do that, there's no way Xbox can compete. And also that makes Xbox have to make a move. So at the end of the day, it makes both consoles cheaper. So I think the biggest news out of this whole conference is that there was a price drop somewhere else, which means they might drop it somewhere else, including America in the future. So that's what I can only hope. Beyond that,
Do you own either of them?
I own an Xbox One. I own an Xbone, but I don't own a PS4 because I don't have $400 to drop. But if it was $300, maybe I will buy one because why not? But yeah, I think I don't even think it's for people like me. I think it's people with parents who, why would I buy you something for $400, $300? Well, foot's already in the door, whatever. It's $100 cheaper. Or people just straight up don't play games that much, but that's an introductory price. Under $300, I think people will spend the money.
I'm just waiting until I have enough rewards points on my credit card.
Ooh, who wants travel miles or gas or groceries? I'm gonna buy fun pew-pews. So that's cool. There was some Bloodborne news. What was that?
Bloodborne got a new DLC called The Old Hunters. It's going to be $20 and it will be released in North America on November 24th. There's going to be a new story and you're going to get to explore the world that Bloodborne has even more than you did, and you get to learn more of the history behind it. So it sounds really cool, really extensive. Usually a DLC isn't $20 unless it's a good 5-6 hours extra gameplay. So that's super exciting. More ways to waste your time on an awesome video game. So that I honestly was very happy about it.
Yeah, the hype around that game was real, and then it kind of died out. I hope that kind of brings it back. I enjoyed the game. I don't have a PS4, so I don't play it. But when we played it for a short bit, I thought it was cool. You're right, $20 is a lot for DLC. But I mean, especially thinking what was the GTA DLC? Was Gay Tony when PS4 was out? Was Gay Tony and what was the other one? The GTA 4. It was a whole new game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lost and Damned. Yeah, those were whole new games. I think those are $20, right? Yeah, they're $20 each, and you got a whole new campaign. So I'm hoping that I think they should set the stage for what $20 DLC should look like, and I hope that this is a huge expansion such as that because I really thought this game was cool, and I hope it brings back a lot of hype around it. So
every $20 DLC I've ever bought ended up being worth it. Ended up being a whole new story, pretty much a separate game. So yeah, I think I'm pretty certain that they will follow that trend. If they don't, I'll be really disappointed because $20 is a lot of money for an add-on.
Yeah, so I just hope that it's enough to justify the $20. I thought the game was super cool. But we have more news. Blythe, what is the next story?
New York City has announced that they will require public schools to offer computer science classes over the course of the next 10 years.
Why don't they just keep teaching them how to read Shakespeare and stuff?
Phonics.
Yeah, why can't we focus on art classes and stuff? Stuff that matters, pottery. Yeah, that's so stupid, Blythe. Why would they do that?
Their goal is to, over the next 10 years, implement it into the schools, and they have to, they're going to be training about 5,000 new teachers to actually teach the kids, but the reason they're doing it is to hopefully create more diversity within the market, because they've noticed in New York City alone, it has grown 57% from 2007 to 2014, just that market for that section of jobs. So they realize kids might need to actually get interested in this sooner, and hopefully they can get more minorities, more women, more just in general everyone into it. And I'm very, very excited, and I think this is actually a really good thing. Only Chicago and San Francisco have done it this so far. San Francisco implemented it into pre-K through high school, and it has to be required up till 8th grade. Chicago's trying to make it a high school graduation requirement by 2018.
I love that they're training teachers.
That's exactly what I thought.
Like,
There's some people just out of college, they went to college for that?
yeah, I mean, I was a CS major.
Yeah.
Not that I want this job, but they should probably just get kids to teach other kids. I mean, they probably know more.
That's
than
exactly.
teachers.
I was lucky enough. My computer science teacher in the high school I went to, I was lucky enough to have a couple CS classes. But
So young.
what?
You're a child.
Yeah,
I didn't
but-
have a CS class.
But he was,
Fuck,
there
right.
was
Good at
two
math.
teachers. One I had kind of knew what he was doing. He was actually a CS major. The other one was just a math teacher. They kind of taught how to do it. He got it enough to
reading
teach
from the textbook?
Visual Basic, but
Okay.
like
That's not hard. It's not that hard.
But he was still a public school teacher, and if you know anything about,
So he was always drinking whiskey.
he was always drinking whiskey. But also, he was just an old guy who's like, his job was to teach about computer science, but he would fuck with the projector for like 10.5 minutes. Like,
Right.
why are you teaching computer science? You don't know how to fucking turn the projector on. Like,
It's an IT class.
yeah,
Like, how to-
it's like they're
yeah.
training. Like when I think training teachers, I think like, yeah, my 10th grade teacher who once drew on one of those smart boards with a Sharpie. That guy is going to be trained to teach computer science. That's terrifying. I hope that's not.
It
the
should
case.
just be like, hey, if you can hack this program, you can input your grade.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how you
so
do it.
That's it.
And the kids are like, done.
Here-
What's
yeah,
next?
here's a book.
Yeah, it's like I don't
Here's the
know.
internet.
I think the problem
Just
with a lot
learn
of
Visual
people
Basic,
who
hack
go
your
to
grade.
school for this don't end up teaching. Like if you go to school for computer science, you either find another job or you usually
for fucking SpaceX.
Yeah, you go
Yeah.
work for an IT or whatever other kind of job. You don't go to teach. That's not a very common thing. So what they're going to have to do is find math, sciencey people, and they're going to have to implement a state training program to make sure they have the core. My mom used to be a teacher, so I've seen they have to go take so many tests, go through so many courses, go through so many
Yeah.
things to actually become and get certified as a teacher. That's why they have to train them. They have to make sure that they can fit into the curriculum and know what they're teaching. So that's why they have to train over. It has to be 5,000 teachers because they realize computer science isn't a very common thing. Only like 10% of schools right now have even one class, and only 1% of students have to actually take the class.
Yeah, Hot Pocketry just said in chat, he's like, have you seen a teacher's salary? Just like, you don't want to be like, I have a computer science degree, and then go be like, do you want to make $30,000 a year and cry into your
Well,
mug full of
that's why
whiskey
it's
every day?
But it's like a thing that you do at the end of your career. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Where you're like, I'm
It's
gonna go
like,
back.
I'm
I'm gonna
tired.
get back. I mean, I would like to teach like when I'm in my 60s or something.
Just an eccentric,
Yeah.
handsy computer science teacher. I just hope they don't take
Dude, we
like.
had this one teacher that would like he would teach about the most random things, but it was always so that he could like look down shirts. He'd be like, let me teach you about the cotton industry. Like, let's everybody look at your shirts here just to see what percent cotton.
All right, Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay, see
I mean,
here.
seriously.
Got Fruit Looms
So
there.
I'm gonna learn from him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a page out of him.
It's a lot of
No,
computer
but well, I mean, the training obviously doesn't make sense because it's like,
Yeah.
like
You can't- you can't take-
I majored in computer science, but I don't know like the new stuff that the kids are coding with these days.
Yeah.
Like, what is this here? They're coding with Scratch.
I know what that is.
C++. That's what
Yeah.
I know.
I hope they just don't take like a school librarian and be like, this is a computer, and then their heads just explode. Because like I know where I went to school, they would have done that, and that would have flown. So I hope that's not the case. Thank God New York City setting a precedent for the rest of the world. So that's super awesome. Do we have time for one more story, Blythe? What is it?
BBC did a story recently that they found that games are actually helping improve memory, cognitive functions, and motor skills. A surgeon by the name of Dr. Hank Hodemaker actually developed a game called Underground because he noticed that the younger surgeons who were playing video games were actually doing better and performing their surgeries in a more precise manner than those who did not play video games. So it's because you have to like focus on hand-eye coordination. So he developed a game where you use the Wiimotes and they're shaped like surgical tools, and you have to sit there and like carefully move the environment to get your character through. And it's actually proving to help surgeons do better without actually performing on a dead body right away. Like it's really cool. It's a really cool little game. There's actually a video of it in the story. And it's just you have to get your character through. And if you don't pay attention to the environment around you, like you would in a surgery, you do die. And things like that. So it's a new kind of surgeon simulator without being super hyper realistic, and it's helping people do better. They've also shown that playing karting games like Mario Kart can actually help you improve memory and attention span by about 30%.
You just keep leaving banana peels in patience. It's so weird. It's crazy. How did the show get here? I think that's it's a totally valid point. It's one that's been made. I've been hearing that video games help hand-eye
So
coordination.
all the violent murderers that are coming from people playing video games now have great motor skills,
And they're going to
cognitive
cut people
function,
open.
and
Go
they're
figure.
great.
Yeah, they're just going to kill people. All I'm saying is that like this story's been going on since people have been trying to shit on video games. Like they're bad for kids. People have been like, well, they're actually good for kids. Here is science to prove it. And that I think is important. But at the end of the day, every time I heard that story, I'm like, great. I don't disagree with you. I'm sure it improves hand-eye coordination. But at the end of the day, my thing was always like, what does it matter? I think what people should take away from it is like, why are you shitting on the thing that makes people happy? If this makes people happy, if this is their hobby, if that's what they like to do, why do you have to justify it and say
Because new things scare people.
Yeah, I guess that's
New
why they
things scare
do
old
it.
people.
But it's like instead of being like, hey, instead of being like this helps hand-eye coordination. These video games are validated because of these reasons. Why can't it be like, hey, video games have made people's life better. They've saved some people's lives. They add excitement into people's lives who might not have that. They might just help people de-stress. I think overall video games are a good thing, and inherently we can accept them.
But they are games that are simulating people shooting other people. And I play those games, so I mean, I'm not against them by any means. But at the same time, I think it makes sense that these people are just going to jump on the bandwagon of making a quick correlation that like, hey, these guys are shooting people in game, so of course they're going to take the violence to the streets. So you have to combat that with some science. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, they're also looking into it because they're trying to see if they can prescribe and use video games as a way to treat people with mental illness. They've actually designed a game to help people with ADHD, and they're designing ways to try and see if they can help alleviate things like depression and bipolar disorder through video games instead of over prescribing medication, especially to kids, because kids right now is a problem with over prescriptions of Ritalin and things like that. So they're trying to prove that these can be beneficial and helping them get like without having to be constantly in therapy, constantly taking medication. So this can help them seem like in a fun way to learn how to deal with their illnesses. So it's kind of that's actually what a lot of this has to do with.
There's a friend of mine, Andy Bolt, who's doing this awesome documentary called Wow Mom, which is about her mom who is stricken with cancer and then is like sort of found solace in a community in World of Warcraft. And it's kind of about how we use gaming to cope. But one of the things that she found in there that I'm remembering while doing this documentary was she went to a cancer ward, and a lot of the doctors say they play a game with these kids to that like where they are the chemo radiation in the game,
Yeah.
and they're like fighting their own cancer like in the, in the game. And so it's not only getting kids to like feel good about some of the treatment that they're doing and making them feel like confident about it.
It's got to help actually treating cancer.
But that's the other thing is it's getting kids to talk about some of the symptoms that they're having, because a lot of kids won't want to say like, oh yeah, I had diarrhea or I have all this stuff. So but like when they're saying it in the context of the video game, they can talk about it more. And so they're finding that doctors are like getting better responsiveness from their patients. Because if we all watch House, we all know that patients lie.
Yes.
Right. That's the biggest problem. So yeah,
I think
this is great.
I
This
guess
is all good. It's good that we're doing these studies.
Yeah, I misworded my point. It's like I'm not saying that it's. I disagree that video games help improve dexterity or memory or anything like that. I think that people are glossing over that. I think the most important things that video games do is they have. I think for most people, video games are social.
They're funsies?
They're funsies, but they're also a social outlet. There are so many people who a lot of the socializing they do are through video games, and I
Totally.
feel like it's a way to make people connect. And I think that's what we need to take away from a lot of these things is that they're positive things and they help connect people. And
Is there a
that's what
video
I
game
think
that's going to help me pee? Because my small bladder is full.
Maybe we have like 10 minutes of show left. Can you hold it? Okay, well, can we get Sandeep a penis video game? I don't know what that's going to be. We're already out of Shower with Your Dad Simulator.